Hey doing guys, this is Joe with LVV. So we have this Burham boiler right here. It's kicking off right over here, it's kicking off an error code. First says, I believe it said 23, and then quickly right over to error 6. 23 means flame is present, and then error 6 is that the flame should not be present because it's the igniter ignites the pilot. Once it senses the pilot, then it turns on the actual burner tubes, or the main gas valve. So this is a sticky gas valve, all right? And what it's doing is it's staying on when it's supposed to be off, and then when it gets a call for heat again, it sees that the pilot flame is already lit, and that's not safe here, okay? It should be off. So that means that this pilot is staying on forever. So we're gonna change out the gas valve, and most likely we'll probably change out the spark igniter as well, the pilot assembly. All right, guys, so what we're doing is we took out all of the burner tubes. We're gonna clean them up. We're gonna unscrew this here, all right, the distribution, and we're gonna take the whole thing out, build it outside, and slap it right back in. It's probably the easiest and best way to do it. We're gonna clean down here, okay? It's a little dirty in there. Can't get a good picture. Anyway, so it's a little dirty. We'll clean that out, clean out the burner tubes, and then put the new valve on with the new spark igniter, pilot assembly rather, and get this thing up and running. So if you're gonna do it, you can take them all out. There's little slits, let me show you. See all the way down there, okay? Right down there. Little slits, those go into them. The back here goes right into right where the nuts are, okay? So the gas shoots out of the nut, out of the distribution tube right here, into the pipes here, and and then the flame shoots straight up into the boiler. But we're gonna clean all this, clean these, change everything, change the valve, and be done. It's the quickest and best way to do it. All right, guys, so we have the assembly out. We just took out one of the pipes. We're gonna take out the distributor pipe as well. And then from out here, we're gonna change the valve, put it back together, and then reinstall. But when we do that, we're gonna clean up the tubes that are back there, and we're gonna put the new pilot assembly on with it. It came with a couple extra fittings. All right, maybe I'm sure it was probably for propane or something else, or a different type of application. But the one that's on it, right there, should be the natural gas. All right, guys, so we got the old gas valve off, got the new gas valve here. Okay, it has an arrow, just like so. So the gas is gonna be going in that direction. All right, so that's how it's gonna go, right here. Okay, I'm gonna use I'm gonna clean up the threads a bit. I'm gonna re-pipe dope it and get it all installed. Remember, you always have to use pipe dope right there. Whenever you're doing gas pipe or anything like that, pipe dope is the way to go. And that's the one I always use. The knight in shining armor right there. All right, guys, so we got the new pilot assembly all together. We're gonna leave this out. We cleaned up everything. We cleaned everything out from here. And I'm gonna put the gas assembly back in. Right here. I'm gonna put that all together, screw it back down there, and then start putting everything else back together. All right, guys, so this is how you reinsert the tubes, all right? You're gonna slide all the way in. You're gonna try to get that right in the slot. Then you can back it up a hair. And then drop it right down, okay? You see where it is? Let me try to get right there. See that? That's the tube going right into that slot. And then right over top of that nut, it's gonna go inside there. So we'll do all the others and get it going. All right, guys, so we're doing a little bubble test. We don't smell anything. We had the meter out, and I like to do a little bubble test. On every joint that we touch, I do it all because once you're in here, you're married to it. All right, everything looks really good. We could start this thing up and go to the next job. Saving one family at a time. All right. Gas valve is on. let's hit the switch.
Is your valve on?
The valve is on. Make sure you just put that valve in the on position, or else nothing's gonna happen. Now I'm sure it's gotta purge a little bit. It may purge a little bit. Maybe not like the first time.
No, it's not gonna like the first time. It's trying.
So we've got, it's trying to light. It's probably getting rid of all the air in the system. But right over here, see STA6 right now. Means the spark's trying to light. But in the beginning, it'll say ST1, which is standby. Then ST18, which is waiting for the damper to close. Once those dry contacts close, then it'll go to this part of the ignition process. There you go. So we got ignition, guys. Houston, we got ignition. Right there. All right, pilot assembly. Now with this pilot assembly, we got 10 across, right? So your pilot, okay, he's got it's a little thicker because the pilot assembly's there. So you got to put it on the 6th nodule, all right, the 6th valve here, distributor. So it has a little space for this one to fit properly as well. All right, guys, so this job is done. This gas valve was sticking, keeping the pilot on, and because of that, it was when it would try to relight, it would see that the flame was present when it shouldn't be, and then you'd get a I believe it's a 23 error code just one time, just because that is what I believe says sensing flame, and then it'll go to error 6, okay? That it's an erratic flame, and that is normally the gas valve. So we changed that, and since we were down there anyway, we wanted to change out the pilot assembly to make sure that the spark was good and we didn't have to come back on this job. Because I don't mind coming back as long as it's a different job and I can blow it out. All right, and then STA8 is running. Everything is good and it's complete. All right. Thanks to all the people subscribing and watching, and I'll see you next time.